Bismillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and beneficent. Let me start by saying, happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy. There is going to be stress in your life, but it's your decision whether you have to let it affect you or not. And now let me ask you, do you like to be happy? Wow, do you like to be happy always? Sadness gives depth, happiness gives height. Sadness gives roots, happiness gives branches. Happiness is like a tree which grows onto the sky, and sadness is like a root which going onto the womb of the earth. Both are needed. The higher the sadness grows, the bigger the root grows. The bigger the tree grows, the bigger the happiness grows. So in fact, it's in proportion, that's its balance. And now, let me highlight that happiness and sadness is like a coin, which is always needed in one's life. And in this great platform of TEDn, I'm here to speak about the psychology of happiness. Many of them want to be happy, but some of them have lost the will to live. Majority of the human beings are engaged consciously or unconsciously in designing an action to increase their level of happiness. But this happiness can affect us in opposite direction. We can be happy in the short term and unhappy in the long term. This is why there are so many definitions of happiness. Happiness can be described at different levels. It can be described as short term, medium term and in long term. And in short term, happiness is something which have a current feeling and emotion such as joy, happy, pleasure, etc. This is what we experience now and then. And in medium term, it can be our subjective life experiences such as overall appreciation of our life. And in long term, it can be the conscious approach to flourishing as a human being. Probably the first two concepts are very familiar to you. And the third vision of happiness, which is long-term happiness, which is I'm much interested in. Aristotle had coined it eudaimonia, which is in Greek sometimes translated as human flourishing. According to Aristotle, it's not enough to be talented or skilled to lead a good life. To achieve success, sometimes we have to do whatever we have to do. To achieve success, we have to acquire knowledge and etc. To acquire success, we have to develop our intellectual skill that drive us to excellence. And Aristotle did not dismiss the other aspects of happiness such as friends, family, power, wealth, etc. Aristotle had commented that one person cannot achieve eudaimonia if he is not missing or if he is missing any one of this crucial aspect. For example, let me ask you, if you can't lead a happier life if you are bad in relationship? No. If we are good in relationship only, we can lead a happiest life. So, in this modern time, conceiving happiness is very difficult. If you are broken or without any friends, it's difficult to conceive happiness. So, this is one of the most important theory of happiness in psychology. And here, there are three dimensions of happiness in psychology. And I'm focusing on the positive psychology theory, which is my favorite one. That's my favorite one. And now let me ask you, what will you all do when you feel hurted and when you feel broken? Crying. So, according to positive psychologists, they consider that instead of trying to fixing things when we are broken, what we have to do is we have to spend enough time to develop our intellectual capacity and drive us to excellence. So, today, so many researches are going on this field of psychology. And there are so many journals who have been written in this field of psychology. And here, we all know, sometimes our life sucks. Sometimes we feel fine. Sometimes we are not fine. Sometimes we are excited. And managing this happiness and sadness is an art. I'm saying that it's an art and not science. because neuroscience have not contributed much to the field of psychology. And perceiving happiness is different from one individual to another. So, there are some key signs the psychologist uses for assessing and measuring happiness. That is, if a person feels happy, he'll feel that he is living the life what he wanted to live, and he will feel that he have accomplished everything what he wants to do, and he will experience gratitude, and he will feel that he's rich in relationship, and he will feel that he's having energetic relationship in his life. So now let me ask you, do you know what are the types of happiness? Happiness can be derived into two types, which is hedomania and eudomania. Hedomania is something which is derived from pleasure, that is doing something what we feel good or not. And eudomania is something which is derived from the meaning and virtue. So in psychology, eudomania and hedomania are interrelated, and also the principle of eudomania and hedomania is meaning and pleasure. And recently, psychologists have added third component of happiness, that is related to engagement. This is related to commitment and a responsibility of one in their life. So now, let me suggest some tips for cultivating happiness. So what we have to do is, we should always live in the present moment. Instead of thinking about the past or shedding of it, just live in the present moment and avoid all the things that lost your track. And next, what you have to do is reframe your thoughts and do what's important to you. Be always engaged. Do exercise, reading books or writing, even go for walking, etc. And guys, it's your life and it's your journey. Be happy, be bright and be you. Be happy with what you have. Be happy and hold the things what makes you you and what makes you happy. And in the end, I would like to highlight that it's your life and it's your decision, it's your destination to be happy. So nobody else will make you or will show you to be happy. It's your decision to be happy. So by saying this, I would like to conclude my words. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.